Don't you think this is starting to wear on me? You've been raining down like hail. I'm weak. I have tried to give you my soul, but you can't love something you own. It's too late to repair what we made. What can I do? Time flashed by and I woke up on the other side of the
G'day everybody, I'm Anna and this is You Got Me in Stitches. Welcome and warm welcome to the new subscribers. So come join me in a scorching hot conservatory. Coming at you today with a video between myself and the wonderful Adele, who is my friend, and her channel's link below, Sew4Serenity. And yeah, it was a great fun collaboration, and it was Adele's idea because we both have the same fabric. And what is the fabric that I'm talking about? It is this inky blue, what it was called, from Addie Nicole, with the foliage and the elephants on. And so Adele thought we would do a pattern with the same fabric but having different patterns, so kind of one fabric two ways. Yay! Adele has made the Addie by Closet Core Patterns and she looks absolutely amazing. I will insert, or TE will insert, a still of the Addie for those that are not familiar with it. The pattern that I used was a new look pattern. They're the one here, 6429, and I made view B. Yeah, view B, not view C. TE will insert some footage. Now, some of you guys who watch Friday Sews would have already seen this footage, so it is going to be just that little segment a little bit repetitive, but it will make sense because it will show how I kind of pattern Tetris, because I only had a certain increment of fabric, 1.7 yards to be exact, and I did not want to lose any elephant heads or having trunks and lady arrows, or yes, on the booby little lady lumps. And yeah, as you can see, I have my inky elephant fabric which I got from Addie Nicole. It is the linen viscose, and I am laying out some pattern pieces. So yes, I am playing pattern Tetris a little bit. And yeah, I only have 1.7, and the pattern that I've decided to kind of use is, yeah, I just kind of got to jig everything so I don't have missing elephant heads or elephant boobs or kind of trunk in areas where it should not be there. But yeah, so it's lots of fun. Righto, so I have now cut out both these pieces. I've made quite a few modifications and taken out the French dart. I'm just hoping that it does not take too much of the shaping out of the actual main garment. If not, I can play around with maybe small darts, and even if I have to do that, thankfully where I have placed the pattern it won't interfere too much with the elephants because there's a lot of foliage going on as well. This pattern called for 2 French darts along the sides, and yeah, I wanted to do my best to place these pattern pieces on this fabric with the amount that I had without kind of distorting any elephants, and for the most part all but one elephant was going to kind of have its little head going right through that dart, and I just did not want to have that happen. So what was the solution? I took out those French darts. Now, it has slightly altered the look of this dress, but to be fair, apart from those French darts, it does not have any other shaping, so it just kind of just drops in a relaxed floaty look, and that's okay with me. It did have 2 little darts in the back, and I omitted those as well. So yeah, this pattern, now I kind of have reconfigured it, has absolutely nothing, so it's just that kind of free-flowing drape to it, and it actually works really well because of the wonderful drape that this fabric has, with it being a viscose linen. Has a little bit of weight to it, so although it's kind of malleable and floaty, the weight kind of also holds it down as well at the same time. Righto, so starting off with the neckline here, you can see that I used a contrast fabric, that being because I actually had to do this neckline twice and I did not have quite enough fabric. Therefore, I had to just kind of go for a contrast. Now, this neckline, oh, thank you Pheasant, this neckline still is not installed very good, and I know that we kind of are worst critics, but to be fair, it is. The stitching, you cannot see it because it's lost in the fabric, but yeah, look, it is not exactly straight. And coming down to the arm side, all I did was fold it over after I serged it. I have just it pinned here, so then you guys can see how kind of almost like a flat lay, but oh, it is actually hanging up. Just easier for me to film. So yeah, it just falls in kind of just one floaty sort of drape there, and the same with the back. But you can see I would have kind of had a French dart going through this little Ellie's head, and I did not want that to happen, so yeah, I omitted the French darts. It's okay on this side because obviously all the foliage, and thankfully I managed to have this little elephant all in his little glory there, and yeah, I got as many elephants on here as possible. And yeah, so it's just one pattern piece on the fold. Right, so I just flipped it round to the back, and because I was short on fabric, because I had to make this twice, there is a little gap there, and I have stitched that so it is together. And the back piece, I decided to lay this on the fold. In reality, it is actually supposed to be 2 pieces because, strangely, it actually requires a hidden zipper, and I omitted that, A, because I do not want to put a zipper in. I do not think it calls for it, purely because, for me, I can actually just get this over my head. And also, for you guys, I know, I sound like a broken record, it is because zippers are my arch nemesis, and rarely can I install them. Okay, sometimes I can, but considering I only had a limited amount of fabric, I did not want to stuff this up at all. For the hem, I just serged all the way around and just raised it up about 1/2 inch, and also the side seams there that you can see, I just serged. Obviously I stitched everything and regular straight stitch length, and then serged throughout on top. It is the completed dress there, for kind of like a simple, not too fussy, good to sew dress, and if you want to kind of make a little project that does not take too much time, I think for this is a great little pattern. So if you guys have made this one, let me know. For those of you that have seen my makes video, the first time I made this dress in the same view was the cockatoo dress, and then I had a failure with a cotton fabric. That one being this one, and yeah, it was from Fabricland UK. Almost dropped it there, wants to fly out to my hands already. Yes, because this obviously has no stretch in it, when I came to make the version with these beautiful McCalls, and unfortunately, if I can find the photos, I kind of looked like a bit of a squeezed sausage in the skin. It was a little bit tight. Yes, that may or may not be in the makes video as kind of a bit of a comparison, who knows. But if I can find that photo, Tia will put that in for you if you want a little bit of a giggle. For Adele's, like I said earlier, she made the LED rep dress and she looked absolutely stunning. Insert photos here. So as you can see, she looks so beautiful, and I believe she wanted to create her dress before her time that she was going to have a little way at the weekend recently. I'm sure Adele will be able to explain all that over on her video. However, I think she's now going to wear it for another occasion. Adele and I have been building up our friendship, and we have had a couple Zooms so far, and for those that watch Friday Sews, I think I included a little bit of footage a little while ago now, and yeah, hopefully we'll have another catch up on another Zoom when Adele is less busy. Hun, I really do not know how you squeeze it all in, working full time, raising your family, sewing and doing everything else in between. You are superwoman, yay! Adele will go through everything of her LED make and her journey with that. Adele had more fabric than me, so she had a bit more to play around with than I did. And yeah, I had the 1.7 yards, and I believe Adele had 2 or 2.5 yards maybe. I'm not entirely sure if the fabric is in stock. When I purchased it, I was the last person to get the very last of the fabric. I telephoned them, and luckily for me, they had some left in stock. So yes, I had the very last increment. However, Adele being Adele, enabling me, yes you do, and I believe there was more in stock then. However, that has been over the last 2-3 weeks, and because it is a fabric that literally just flew off the shelf, I do not think there is any left. However, if there is, it will be linked below. I would just like to take the time to thank my friend Adele. Thank you for thinking of me, and this is a whole bunch of fun, and hopefully in the future we can do another collaboration. Yay! I am so happy that I managed to eke out what I did with the fabric increment that I had without it breaking up any of the elephants. And also there was another pattern that I was deciding whether to use or not. However, that would have had a seam across the waist because you would have a bodice and then you would have a skirt attached to that. And again, I did not want to have anything like that. I wanted something that was flowy and drapey all the way down with nothing to break up, no lines to break up the foliage or the elephants, and I think I succeeded okay. If you have slightly smaller increments of fabric and you are not too sure if your pattern is going to fit, I know sometimes we think, oh, it's got Buckley's chance of absolutely going on any of the size fabric. Yeah, just play around and make a few tweaks here and there, and you'd be quite surprised what can be achieved. To wear a bra with this kind of detail dress, I kind of had to improvise. I'm sure there is a proper bra gadget strap, however I'm kind of, you know, thrifty, recycling type girl, and yeah, look at this guys, it comes to something. There we go, a little bit of brown string because why not, and it just pulls it in there. I do not know whether I should have said that or not, but just a bit of a giggle. Righto guys, that is it from me today from this absolutely scorching conservatory. If you like my video, please remember the thumbs up and have a wonderful weekend, week, wherever you are in the world. Please stay safe. Thank you. So pretty ready. Wind, of course. Just waiting around. Okay. Just waiting for the sun to come out from behind that cloud.